on the camera right now.
Hey, 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 hey. Designer head to toe. I sit to the head and float. Already fed the poke. Niggas too scared to go.
Now I put some acid on your wheels because you had a lot of brake dust on that shit. Yeah. Some of those scratches in your rims, you really can get them bitches re-dipped. I ain't gonna lie. It might be cheaper than getting another, original wheel type shit. Getting a repainted type shit.
Yeah.
But that color gonna be there.
Right the video, maybe it depend on my mood. More bookies and payments and shit, they got huge. Hop in the spaceship, take it to the moon. Cold hearts on my face just to help me look cool. Her pussy stay wet, we don't gotta use lube. Her head on her shoulder like she still in school. Her foes in my soda, I won't catch a flu. AT mandatory, you part of this crew. Spending addition, 2,000 on shoes. Spend with no limit, 100 on jewels. Too many bitches, they coming in twos. I took a perk, I bet itches is known. Why the fuck is the loudest in the room? Why all of a sudden niggas won't be cool? Ain't giving second chances, ain't no fool. I'm out my depression, life been going smooth.
It's elevated.
It's your boy Serge, man, with How You Living Podcast.
Hey man, what's going on, sir? What's going on, cuz?
Man, coolin', fam, coolin'.
Got my cousin in the building, / professional basketball player,
yes,
/ credit repair, / detailer, you know what I'm saying? We got my boy Jack of all trades in the building,
Jack of all
man.
trades, baby.
What's going on, man?
Man, coolin', fam, coolin'.
How you
fam.
been, bro?
Man, thank you for having me, fam. I've been pretty good, bro.
Yeah, so
locked in.
So for the people that don't know you, bro, like where you from, man?
From Northern Rock, Arkansas, man. Grew up in Jacksonville, went to high school in Jacksonville. Really from just the inner city, bro. I'm from right here, man. So just trying to give back, bro, and continue to spread this love to people and boost my guy podcast too. So
So like you come from a 2-parent household, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How was that growing up, like 2-parent household?
Man, it was needed, bro. I know because your family lost my mom at 11 from cancer, and that was a real big part of my my life. So just try to use that as motivation to keep going, and do new stuff and just make her proud. It's tough, but still to this day I still ain't got over it. But I just stay as busy as possible. So everything just working in full circle right now. Keeping God first. My pops is my my biggest supporter right now too. So man, it was definitely dope. 2-parent household, had everything, brothers and sisters, everything, bro. So it was definitely needed.
Okay. But I hate to hear that, man, for real. RIP to auntie.
No,
Nita, you know what I'm saying? They hit the family hard when that happened.
Tough.
Yeah. So, but you was like you would say you was one of the best that came out of Jacksonville, right?
Man, I'm always gonna say I'm one of the best to come out the field, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
There's a lot of y'all.
No, for sure. We got a lot of talent that came out the Ville, man.
Hey, did y'all win the little tournament?
No, we didn't, bro. We lost to Seven Hills. We lost to Seven Hills in the Who Run It tournament, bro. We gonna run that back next year, though. We lost to Seven Hills in the Who Run It tournament. We beat them the night before. Then we played them again. I don't know why we played them twice in one tournament. We supposed to play everybody, but ill is ill. I had to give my cousin was on the other team, D-Lo. Just got to give them props, man. We took an L. We beat them the first night, like I said. We took an L the second night, so they ended up getting us, bro. But it was good. It was great competition, though. A lot of
I had my money on y'all, Jacksonville.
Man, the bump was good, bro. I'm telling you, man. Next year is gonna be even better, bro. So any event like that, bro, I'm gonna pop out. Come play hard and just show love to the city.
For sure. Hey, man. So I know we're gonna touch on your basketball career, man. So how long have you been in love with the game of basketball?
Bro, since I was like 3, honestly, I've been playing competitive basketball since I was 3. I got on my first basketball team at 3 years old. And, man, before my mom passed away, I told her I wanted to be in the league, you know what I mean? But it don't always work out like that. But I was blessed to still be able to, basically fulfill a dream of being a professional basketball player, because a lot of people don't get to sign their name by their dotted line. So at the end of the day, I had to respect the guys that's in the league, overseas, or doing anything pro, because it's so hard to get a professional contract. It's so hard to get a full ride scholarship that you got to be really disciplined and locked in. And, you know, I had to learn over time that hard work don't always get you to where you want to go. It's about, you know, timing, guys timing, and just a lot of luck too. Everybody work hard. Everybody good at the same thing. So it's really just, you know, guys timing on everything for real.
So you play AAU, right?
Yes, sir.
Like what all places that you travel to play AAU ball?
Bro, really all 50 states. Honestly, I played for the Arkansas Hoyas. We was from North Little Rock. Got a lot of my guys that play with me. Anton, Chris Robertson, Greg Easter, all of these guys that played, you know, on a high level. And we was tough, man. We was ranked every year nationally that I can think of. We definitely used to take over the city in the state tournaments here in Little Rock, but we was tough, you know, as kids, bro, and it really helped me, you know, get to the next level by, you know, competing against that good bump always.
Against all types of competition.
All types of competition, man. These guys played on the Division I level, so it's like, you know, never ran from no bump, bro, ever.
So let me ask you this then. So like once you got in senior high, like when I say what's senior high, my ninth grade, because different every school. Was you starting off back, or did you have to work your way up top to get to this spot?
Now, I ain't gonna lie. I had to work. I played for Coach Joyner, and he always made me work. I originally, my ninth grade year was supposed to be playing varsity. I was on varsity, but I ended up having to talk with Coach, and he said he wanted me to, you know, play with ninth grade just to get him a championship. Ended up doing that, knowing I could have, you know, started varsity or played varsity. That's when I was coming behind, you know, Justin McCleary. He was one of the best point guards to ever come out of Jacksonville as well. So, you know, I just took that as I needed to work harder. But I started from 10th grade to 12th grade, though. After that, started all 3 years, bro. Got a ring, you know, and was actually, you know, one of the guys, big time guys on every team. Like, I never was a, you know, one of them glue guys and nothing like that. I was the man, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
So, I know your dad played on the Power 92 Jammers.
Yes, sir.
Was he a big influence on your basketball career?
For sure. He also, you know, a lot of people know him from the Power 92 Jammers, you know, but he also played professionally as well in Dominican Republic. So I kind of like, you know, really just wanted to be like my pops for real. I ain't gonna lie. When I used to see him travel, go to his games, like I wanted to be like him, walk like him. And like he had a, you know, that's when Power 92 was, you know, like the NBA, you feel me? So I used to see how people used to act when he used to walk in the gym, and I was like, bro, I want to be like that, for real.
For sure, man. So, you say you have to work your way up through ninth grade.
Yes, sir.
To the spot. You got a ring. So, 10th grade year. Was you starting then, or?
Yes, sir. I came in. Well, actually, I take that back. The first half of my 10th grade year, we had a lot of good guys. I had a lot of good guys in front of me. That was the team with T. Brown, Justin McCleary still on that team, Aaron Smith. And I didn't start until halfway after the season. Coach Joyner still made me work for it. And I appreciate Coach for that because, you know, they helped me, you know, on a professional level and a collegiate level, understand that ain't nothing given to you for real. You know, it's all about timing. Even though I worked my butt off, I feel like I was better than, you know, half the guys, cook people in practice, and all of those things. It also, you know, Coach Joyner, he made me work for it for real.
So what are some of the D1 talents you have played with at Jacksonville?
D1 talent, Tyree Appleby, Devin Campbell, Tedrick Wolf, Big Appleby, T. Brown, Justin McCleary was a Division I player. Like, it's a lot of guys that played Division I and didn't play Division I that was actually Division I players, you feel me? Because it's just about timing, who gives you them offers. But I played with a lot of good guys that was Division I players. But the best, I'd say the best, my top three that I played with is Devin Campbell, Big App, and Lil App, top three.
Tyree Appleby, that's Lil App?
Tough. Yeah, he was in the ninth grade when I was a senior.
Ooh.
So he was tough as a ninth grade. He was small, but he was still always been a dog, bro.
So you didn't play with, what's his name? He played at Arkansas. Devo.
Nah, I ain't played with Devo. Devo was younger than me.
Yeah.
Devo and them used to come to the games. Wish I would have played with Devo. It would have been fun. It was good to play with him in the Who Runner tournament. He a good dude, real humble, and he elite. Played both ends of the floor, and he tough too. You know, if he would have played with me, he'll definitely be in my top three. Yeah. But I didn't get to play with Devo. He was too young. I think he was maybe in middle school or elementary or something like that.
So by the time you got to 12th grade, was you able to carry to get a championship? Or?
Man, so my senior year I lost. I made it back-to-back years. Junior year, I hit the game winning free throws. I think I had like 1675 in the championship. Hit the game winning free throws at Barton Coliseum. Hit my boy J Mac, Keith Charleston, and all of them get a ring. And I was the only junior that started that whole year. They was all seniors. I started from the beginning to the end of the year. In my senior year, I made it back. I was averaging 1775 my senior year. But in the championship, they ended up going boxing one on me. I ain't making no shots. And I just didn't have a good game, bro. They had a great game playing against me. They was double teaming me. Lost to Forest City. And we beat Forest City at the beginning of the year by like 25. And I cooked them. I had like 30. And came championship, it was a different ball game, bro. They boxed and won me, had the game playing. I wasn't making shots. Lost. So I was trying to get two, but, guys crazy. I got one. I ain't tripping. You feel me?
You said boxing. What you mean?
Huh?
Explain it.
Boxing one. So basically what they did was on defense, they just keyed in on me. 4 people played the zone. 1 person chasing me around everywhere, face guarding for the whole game.
Damn.
Yeah, just face guarding, bro. So
that's tough.
It was real tough. And then you had Big Trey who went to Arkansas. He used to go to Forest City then. He was like 7 feet. Trey, Trent Steen, all those guys, 6'9", 7 feet, waiting on me to come to the paint. Then I got a little pesky guard chasing me around. So it was tough, man. And it was a good learning experience to help me, go to college and lock into the gym even more and just get better.
Yeah. Damn. So if I'm not mistaken, you got 2 rings when you was in high school.
1. I just got 1, but I made it back to back to the state championship. I made it I won my junior year, carried my team my senior year back, and then ended up losing in the championship, man, before college, bro.
Damn. I mean, at least you made championship. A lot of people ain't never made it to playoffs.
A lot of people ain't never made it to state. A lot of people ain't never made it to the championship. A lot of people ain't never been in that atmosphere. So it's kind of hard to say what you would do when them lights on. When them lights on, it's a different ball game. You got all the college scouts out here. You got guys who taking it just as serious as you. So it was some good bump for sure.
Yeah. So I know you spoke on it earlier, and then like right now you kind of speak on high school. Like, did your mom pass like when you was in high school? Or did it come like early in life?
Man, she passed when I was in middle school. Man, it was actually I want to say the end of it was either the end of my 7th grade year, going into my 8th grade year. I think it was my 8th grade. It actually was the last day of school, my 8th grade year. So man, it was tough, bro. It was really early, man, and I needed that. I needed my mom, the second half of my life. But like I said, my pops was my best friend. He stepped up, took care of everything and made sure I was straight. And that's why we best friends now, bro.
So what was it like for you when you I know back then, because I know you personally. Back then, you was doing the AAU, you was training, and everything for basketball. How was it when you heard first afternoon your mom had passed? Did you know she was sick, or? Man,
I really didn't. I knew she was sick, but I'm the youngest of 7 kids, so everybody just telling me, aunties, uncles, papa, your mama gonna be all right, your mama gonna be good. And when you that young, you don't ever think none of your parents are gonna die, bro. Like that's the last thing you think of. So like, it happened so fast. The cancer took her out so fast that I really ain't even had time to really just, sit.
Come to terms with it.
Yeah, bro. Like come to terms with it. I'm grown and I still kind of like was blanked out so much. It was just, it was tough, bro. Cause you remember how I used to be, bro. I was a titty baby, bro. I was everywhere my mama was, bro.
Hey,
so
boy,
like,
man.
Come on, bro. It was real tough, man. So it's like, it was tough, bro. It came out, like I said, it came out the blue for me. Cause I'm thinking she okay. When your family, everybody telling you, she all right, man. She all right. And then she just passed away out the blue. They really was just telling me that cause I was so young. I ain't understand. You feel me? But it's all good, bro. It's definitely, like I said, I'm grown. It still hurt me to this day, but I've learned how to cope with it. At first, then, man, when I was younger, bro, I can remember like a month or 2 straight. I didn't talk. I didn't even open my mouth. My pops thought he was gonna have to give me counseling, bro, because I wouldn't talk, bro. It was. I didn't even know like what to say, what to do, and I wasn't thinking about basketball. But then one thing just clicked. And I was like, bro, this is really all I got is hoops. You feel me? So that's what I locked into, bro. I just locked in, trying to get a scholarship, locking in the, basketball, and just that's the only thing I could think about, bro. That's the only thing that I was worried about. Like I wasn't worried about nothing else, bro.
So like when she passed away, did that push you to go even harder, or?
Of course, bro, because I remember I made a promise to her on the bed. She was like, you gonna be a professional. I want you to keep playing basketball. And then the next day she passed away, and we had that talk. That's the last conversation I ever had of my mama. And she told me that I want you to be a professional. Do what you need to do with that ball. Like, don't quit. That's the last conversation I ever had with my mama. Like, ever. You feel me? So I took that and ran with it, and I just kept it in my memory bank. And then every time I wanted to quit, you know, leave school, leave overseas, hard situations, man, I just remember that. It was like, bro, I ain't got no reason to quit. It ain't, you know.
I remember when it first happened, it kind of hit the whole family hard, because I know they had Grandpa Hollis at the hospital.
Yeah.
My mom had already knew about her situation.
Yeah.
But she kind of kept it under wraps. You know what I'm saying? But I just remember y'all coming to the crib down at the Brinkley, and bro, we be out there playing, and you out there on the stilts, running the stilts, bro, by yourself.
Real talk, bro.
I remember one time it started raining, you out there on the stilts.
We still out there hooping, bro. I'm talking about,
what?
man, it used to be so fun, bro. Like, y'all help make me tough, bro, because like I said, bro, I was a titty baby. Y'all used to have me outside. We used to play baseball, football, hooping all day, jumping on the trampoline. Like, y'all really made me tough and made me like grow up, bro. It's a testament to you, my brothers, everybody, bro. Y'all just helped me grow up, bro, and I really needed that at that time, bro, and it really helped me.
Bro, I would never forget when y'all used to come down there, and then you like, where they at? Where they at?
Oh, me,
and
we trying to hoop.
We'll call up Marcus, Marlon.
All them, I ain't forgot none of them, bro.
We be out there having the whole squad, our squad versus
Oh,
them.
me.
Like, bro, that shit be so
They used to be
funny,
like, man, you gonna hoop with these city boys, fam?
Yeah,
They used to be like, man, don't play with them.
Yeah.
Bro, they used to be jumping, bro. They used to be good bump. That's when I started learning. I'm like, dang, these country dudes really, they ain't sweet down here. Like, they can hoop. Like, they really need to come to the city for real. Because all of them was, Lil Tyler, I'll never forget, bro. All of them was cold, bro. Like, all of them was cold, bro.
They used to have, like, bro, every time y'all come down there, they ask about y'all, then you would come down there.
Yo, me, I'm trying to hoop. Boy, I'm trying to hoop. We trying to hoop.
Be out there playing like damn near 8 games.
Come on now. Come
in
on,
the
bro.
backyard at that.
Man, they used to be jumping, fam. Like, I miss them times, bro. They really helped me, bro. Like I said, I rode past there a couple weeks ago. I was like, dang, we used to really get it in over there, bro. Like, it was crazy, bro. It was deja vu for real.
Real talk, man. Nostalgia for real, for real.
No, for sure.
So you ended up getting a scholarship. Where'd you get a scholarship at?
I ended up going to University of Providence in Montana. It was far away, bro. It's like 22 hours away in the middle of nowhere in the mountains. That also helped me grow up and prepare me for overseas, because I could call my pops, but I didn't have nobody, you know, down the street that I can, you know, fold my clothes and, you know, do all these little things that I had to do on my own. It helped me grow up for real. Like, it really helped me grow up. And I appreciate my coach for giving me the scholarship at the University of Providence, Coach Owens. Shout out to Coach Owens. He's one of my favorite coaches now. He wasn't my favorite coach then, because he used to yell at me so much and push me, but he seen something in me that I didn't see in myself, bro. And he one of the main reasons, you know, I feel like I got a professional contract as well, because I was already so headstrong from being, you know, yelled at by him and, you know, nitpicking, feeling like he was nitpicking at the time. But when I made it to overseas, I was like, coach ain't got none on these coaches over here.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you ain't performing. You're not listening. You late. You're not disciplined. You're not working the hardest. You're not the first in line drills running. Bro, they sending you to the crib. So it's cutthroat, man. They paying for everything. They paying you like you're a professional. Don't got time to babysit. Yeah. So it's like, you know, I really appreciate Coach for, you know, helping me get my mind right for situations like I went through overseas, because it's a whole different ballgame. You grown, you got bills back at the house. All of those things played a big time role in it.
So, how long was you at the University of Providence?
4 years.
4 years?
University, yes sir, 4 years.
Did you start when you came in as a freshman?
As soon as I came in as a freshman. All 4 years. All 4 years.
What was your average at Providence?
At Providence, my freshman year, I think I averaged like 10, because Coach Owens was, you know, he wasn't one of those coaches. He was kind of old school. He cared about defense. He don't care about scoring. Me, I'm a scorer. I scoring in high school, made it to college, and I play defense, but I'm trying to get baskets, bro. Like, that's who I am as a player. And he helped, you know, it used to be games I wouldn't even play, because he was trying to instill in me defense. Like I said, I go back to, you know, playing overseas, and when you playing against other pros, bro, you got to play both ends of the floor. And he helped my mindset understand that, bro, you may go on a team where they don't need you for scoring, and you get buckets. Like, you see that in the NBA right now. Like, think of, you know, cats like Patrick Beverly. Like,
it makes you gotta know your role.
You gotta know your role, bro. Like, you good, you big time, you get a lot of baskets, but I want you to play both ends of the floor because I know where you trying to get to. So that's basically what he was trying to instill in me, and at a young age, bro. I'm 18, still emotional. Lost my mom a couple years ago. I ain't trying to hear that. You feel me? So, like I said, I just thank my coach for that for real because it helped me in the long run.
So let's kind of get on the progression. So you said you averaged 10 your freshman. Did it keep going up?
So I averaged 10 my freshman year. I think it was 11 my sophomore year, 13 my junior year, and 14 my senior year. I ended up getting 6th man of the year because the second half of the season, I got in trouble with coach because I think I was talking back in practice or something. And he was like, since you got in trouble or whatever, you coming off the bench, you ain't starting. Because he know how much I love to start. Like I've been starting. Like it's just something that play in your head when you think you that guy, you need to start. So he ended up bringing me off the bench, and I had one of the best games ever in my life. I think I had like 38, 8 and 8 or something off the bench. And I was like, bring me off the bench the rest of the year. I don't want to start no more. Yeah. So I ended up, the second half of the season, during the playoffs, I ended up, coming off the bench, and I ended up getting 6th man of the year. So I was just like, that was a big accomplishment to me because it helped humble me. It helped me understand that, starting and everything, it's about who finished the game. Yeah. And it put my mindset in it put me in a different mindset and got me ready for, overseas. That's how I feel, honestly.
And so you went from Providence to overseas, right?
Yep.
So how was the overseas experience?
My first contract, bro, was horrible. This might sound crazy, and I'm not even gonna get on here and count. Bro, I wanted to play professionally so bad. My first contract was in El Salvador. Guess how much I was making, fam?
A year? Do I need to do a year or just like?
I was there for a couple of months. I ended up leaving before my contract was up. Guess how much I was making a month, fam? And I was cooking, and they didn't even, the first month I didn't even get paid. Because that's how it is overseas sometimes when you're not playing in the top leagues and you coming from small schools out of college and you just trying to build your resume, you get those smaller jobs. Yeah. Sometimes you might not even get paid, but they don't understand you got bills at the crib. Bro, my first month I was making $500 a month. I said, bro, this not pro. I'm not. Oh, no. I can make more cutting grass. I'm making $600 a week cutting grass trying to, you feel me? So it was like, you gonna keep going or you gonna quit? Because sometimes you need those. It's just like anything. You can't start off unless you go to the Dukes, the Kentuckys, you in the SEC, then you can start off on them top league, Euro League teams and stuff like that. But I had to build myself up, and it also helped me, again, be humble, remember what my coach taught me in high school, remember what my coach taught me in college, and just grind, bro. Like, bro, don't nobody care. Like,
so you went from El Salvador, then where else you played?
I went to El Salvador, I went to Peru, I went to Mexico, then I went to Moldova, that's close to Russia. Then lastly, I played in Portugal.
So which one of them paid you the most?
Portugal.
How much Portugal give me?
Portugal gave me, I was in Portugal for 3 months. They paid me, I think it was like $5,500 a month. It was straight. Yeah, you feel me? It was cool. And it was one of the best leagues in Portugal. It was cool, but at that time, during the pandemic, I didn't really care because my business was booming so much. So I was just like, bro, I just want to hoop. Because I wasn't even hooping up until the point I got that contract. Every time I stop hooping or I take a break from hooping to pursue credit or pursue, my mobile detailing business, I take a break from basketball a month or two. I get a call out the blue, Serge, we need you to leave tomorrow. We already got your first class flight booked. You got to go. I'm like, damn, I ain't in no shape. I ain't been hooping. I ain't touching no basketball. I've been really worried about my business. Yeah. You feel me? Because I'm trying to make some real money. So every time that happened, I get in shape in a week, a couple of days, go out there and hoop. Sometimes when I got out the flight in Portugal, I was playing off just pure confidence because I didn't touch a ball leading up into that for like a month because I had my businesses booming, bro. So like my clients be needing me, and it's kind of hard to do both. So sometimes I would take a break, bro. I've been doing this since 3. Sometimes you need to take a break to see other things that you may like, bro. It's been basketball all my life. So once I dived into, mobile detailing and then dived into credit, I was like, oh my God, like, bro, I like something other than basketball. You see what I'm saying? So now it's just, full-time businessman now.
So you had an agent?
Yep, I had an agent. Okay. Yeah, my first agent, I think he was in Russia. He was not. He was a terrible agent. Then my second agent, One Motorsports out of Jonesboro. That was pretty good. That was good guys, man. He ended up not working out, but they was good guys. They worked for me. Always helped me out. Always, speaking positive of me, helping me still to this day, I can hit them up, talk to them. You know, they good guys, bro. They do great business, get you a good job, help you out. So it was pretty cool experience for them.
So you played basketball from, I'll say Pee Wee.
Pee Wee. 3 is crazy. 3 is
AAU, high school,
college, overseas,
and overseas.
Experiences, fam. Met some of the best people in my life.
Out of all the years you played basketball, what was your best moment, like your best game you ever had?
My best game I ever had, I ain't gonna lie. When I came back from Portugal, I was in shape. And I ended up playing in this men's league here in Little Rock. It's one of the best men's leagues in Little Rock. It's called the Truth League.
Is that like the Joe Johnson League? Or?
Nah, that ain't Joe League. But I played with Joe too. He was having a lot of open runs. He was having a lot of closed sessions at his gym over there in Little Rock. But Truth League is ran by this guy named Lil Howard. He had some of the best talent in all over Arkansas, you know, playing. And my best game I had was I want to say that was 2022. Playing against guys in the SEC, playing against Archie, playing against, you know, Jalen Barford, and it was great bump. That was my best game, I think. Actually, that was my first. That was my second best. My first best game was when I had 50 in that same league the next night after I thought I had my best game. You feel me? Yeah, bro.
You
cooking, bro. So, just staying locked in, bro, and, you know, never ran from no bump. When it came to that hooping, I'm not running from no bump, bro. I'm gonna play with the best of the best all the time. Yeah. You feel me? So
let's kind of sway over to, like you said, you had to, once you put the basketball down, you got to credit and you got to detailing.
Yes, sir.
What made you start doing credit repair?
What made me start doing credit was my guy Jeremy Wooden. He from Memphis. We played overseas together in Peru. And he ended up hitting me up in 2020, letting me know hey, bro, you know, I got something that's really lucrative for you. You know, I think we can take this thing to a new level, and, you know, it's fast. It could be fast, legal money. So I'm like, you know, at this time I'm broke. I'm working a 9 to 5. Just came back from overseas, going from job to job. I'm like, bro, what you mean? You feel me? You know how we automatically think everything a scam. And he just sat down and broke it down to me about credit and business funding and personal funding and help people getting access to things that they never had access to. When I first heard it, it was Chinese, bro, because, you know, we don't know, you know, our people don't talk about no credit, bro. They say stay away from credit, stay away from credit cards, stay away from all of that, stay away from that. You know what I mean? So when I'm hearing this Chinese, but when he helped me make my first 50,000 in a month or two, I was like, bro, this is something I gotta tell my daddy. I gotta tell my cousins. I gotta tell everybody. And when I first started telling people, they wasn't really listening until they started seeing the assets I was getting, the cars.
I think because it kind of comes off of the way it is presented. Kind of come off like a scam.
Yeah, it come off as a scam because people don't know. Yeah. So when you present this to people who have never heard it before, hell, I thought it was a scam. I was like, bro, you can help me make a 50. I ain't never had, bro. I ain't used to having $500. You finna make me make 50. You finna help me make 50. Yeah. My guy Jeremy helped me make 50, bro. My first 2 months in the credit game, showing me how to get people funded legally, showing me how to help business owners, you know, get personal funding, get their credit score up legally, the software. He showed me everything, bro. And bro, he put something in me now that I can pass down generational wealth to my people, you know, clients, anybody who want to tap into the credit game. I'm gonna get you right, bro.
What's the name of your credit repair?
My credit repair company is called Surge Consultants LLC. You can follow me on Instagram, Mr. $0 Down, Facebook, Sergio Berkeley, TikTok, Mr. $0 Down. And right now, I've been in the credit game about 5 years. We so elite now because, you know, as you get better, your systems get better. So now I got employees, you know, I got AI software. I got everything to help people at a high level get exactly what they want to get. And also teaching them how, you know, to use it properly. Because if you don't got discipline, bro, you're going to crash credit out. You're going to be right back in the position of needing credit repair and, you know, getting everything took. And it just took me also messing up my credit to jump in the game, because I didn't know nothing about credit, didn't have no credit, getting useless credit cards in college just to buy food and game, you know, all that type of stuff. So
you would say credit repair has been pretty good to you though, right?
Yes, sir, bro. It actually changed my life. Now, one thing I learned over time is that you can't make every client happy. And it sucks as a business owner when you understand how much you take people serious when they handing you your money, but I had to learn over time that you can't make everybody happy and that you have to move on and have thick skin, or you can't be a business owner, bro. You might as well, get a 9 to 5, because that business owner life is not for everybody. When you accepting people's money and you giving out services, you got to understand that sometimes you don't make everybody happy, but you got to also learn how to, be emotionless in the business and continue to, help people at a high level.
So how long have you been? Because you also said you got like a detailing business. How long you been detailing?
I've been doing mobile detailing since I started mobile detailing in May of 2020. So it's been like 5 years. I got most of Little Rock and North Little Rock sold up. We jumping back out this weekend. We starting back up this weekend due to this year being so crazy with me, newly driving 18-wheelers. And also the credit game, my time be so locked up into my credit clients and, actually being, driving, that I wasn't able to, hire anybody to do the mobile detailing while I was, essentially gone a lot. So now we starting back up this Friday, October 3rd. We pulling up on any client, hit me on those same pages, those same socials. And we pulling up to you. We making it convenient. So it's actual mobile detailing. You stay in the Little Rock, Jacksonville, Sherwood, North Little Rock area. We pulling up to you. You can be sitting in your front room getting your car detailed. So just message me or hit me up, and I can definitely get you taken care of.
And what's the name of your detailing?
Berkeley's Mobile Detailing.
Okay. So like when you first had the idea that you wanted to detail, what all did you have to do to get it up and going?
So first I had to let me go all the way back. I was getting my car detailed by this guy named Mr. Reginald Thurman, one of my OGs, became a good friend over time. I was getting my car detailed by him a lot in Jacksonville, and we used to just have long talks about a lot of stuff. And I was telling him, man, like, I don't know what's lucrative that I want to do outside of basketball and, actually helping people, business owners, getting funding from credit. I was doing credit and mobile detailing at the same time. I ain't have no job around this time during the pandemic. I used to chop it over with Mr. Thurman about a lot of stuff, and he was like, man, you need to start detailing. And he was like, I have clients coming all day, just from, my face, and also doing good business with them. So, man, I always had a good face card in the city, never did nothing to nobody, never, ran off on nobody, did bad business with nobody. So when I started my mobile detailing business up, actually got my equipment. I already had the truck. I got the pressure washer. He told me everything. Mr. Thurman told me every single piece of equipment I needed to have a mobile detailing business. And I spent maybe, I say about $7,000-8,000 on it, on everything, including my truck. That's including my truck. And man, I made my first post on Facebook, 10, 15, 20 clients. So I had, man, I'm talking about off the rip, bro. And that's just from, I think just doing good business with people in the past, and people just, that's one of those businesses where people need you. Like, people got kids, it's just like cutting hair. Somebody gonna need you every single day. They need their car clean. So even still to this day, when I wasn't even, this entire year, I wasn't even able to detail, I still had hundreds of DMs of people saying, bro, when you gonna get back to detailing? I need that, bro. You used to get me right. Come on, bro. You feel me? So that's why we jumping it back up this Friday.
Okay. Y'all go fuck with a detail business,
yes,
man.
Sir.
Berkeley's Mobile Detailing.
Yes, sir.
So what advice would you give to a younger person that's inspired by playing basketball, just need inspiration? What advice would you give them?
If you need inspiration with with basketball, man, I know it may sound cliche, but you gotta outwork people. Like, cause everybody working hard. If you're not waking up 5 a.m, getting up shots before school, you're not getting up shots after practice, you just going to practice every day and think you're gonna get Division I scholarships and things of that sort. Sorry. You just gotta outwork people. Get up earlier, get up more shots, hit weights more. If you see everybody else being super basic, just do more. Somebody gonna see it, though. We're gonna always show. Like, you can't trick yourself, you can't trick nobody in sports, because if you're putting in work, it's gonna show when the lights on, it's gonna show when the coach is on. So just work. Like, don't worry about, who number one guy in the country. Don't worry about any of that. Now, you can't make you a hit list like I used to do. All the top guys that they had in front of me, I'm crossing them out. I'm trying to go at they hat every time, I'm on the floor. But just outwork people, man. I wish I would have understood that earlier than later. Because once I started getting toward the latter part of my career, I started understanding how important it is to eat right, how important it is to, get in the gym earlier, how important it is to just outwork people, man. And like I said, I take that back to a testament to my high school coach and college coach, Coach Joyner and Coach Owens.
So that's some good advice to give to a younger person, though. It really is to outwork the next person.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody gave me that advice when I was playing football, when I wanted to pursue a football career. They're like, man, whatever he doing beside you, you need to do twice what he doing. If he doing 5 reps of bench press, you need to do 10.
Real talk.
Oh, okay.
Real talk,
So
bro.
That's like some good advice to give.
Real
though.
talk. And the main advice I'm gonna say that I wish I also would have learned earlier is just, bro, leave the girls alone. You can have a girl broke. You can have a girl with nothing going on. Wait till you get to where you need to be worried about these females.
Yeah.
Straight like that. When you the top guy in the country, and you got all these offers. They talking about you in Sports Illustrated. They talking about you everywhere. The women gonna come. So it's just like I wish I would have learned that early as well. To stop worrying about girls so much, bro. Because it was so easy. Because when you good at basketball, one of the popular guys at school, it just come easy. So it's just like, worry about that later. Lock into your craft, because all this gonna come. I promise you. I know it may not sound like, you ain't trying to hear all that when you young. You got a lot of testosterone. You're trying to have fun. You feel me? Man, let the girls, let them have it, bro. Lock into your craft, because all of that is gonna come. You gonna have everything you want when you're at the top. I promise you.
Thanks. So, what is something that I would say this? What is something that you feel like, other than I know your mom passed motivates you, but what is something else that you use for motivation?
Right now, my family for sure. My son, those are my two, outside of just my mom, those are my two, pieces of motivation. Like I'm trying to be the best. I take the basketball competitiveness to the real world. I'm trying to be the best family member. I'm trying to pass down the most knowledge to my family. I'm trying to pass down generational wealth. I'm trying to just be next level. Like I want to be remembered as, spreading love and being next level at everything that I did. And that's really my motivation. Just my family, my mama, and my child. It's pretty simple, bro. It's like, I can't quit. Like I ain't got no reason to quit. I can't quit at nothing I do. I'm never gonna quit. Like I may pivot, but I'm never gonna quit.
That's dope, bro. What are some challenges you had to overcome or face on your journey?
On my journey, when it comes to basketball, understanding how not to be so emotional, not being ranked what I thought I should be ranked, coaches, things that happen overseas as far as, not being paid and still having to go play, and just, my mom passing away, right before I went to high school to start, the real work. It was just those three things. I feel like they shape-shifted my career. My mom passed away. The coaches that I had that I thought was nitpicking with me at the time, because you young and emotional. Like I was, I never had been on my own. I made it to college and stuff like that. So I was really emotional, bro. Like I wasn't used to somebody just bossing me around. I'm used to being a man on the team. Like I'm not trying to hear that right now. Yeah. And I wish I wasn't like that, because those coaches really molded me to get to the next level. And then making it overseas to where everything was so cutthroat. They don't care if you happy. They don't care about your face. They don't care about none of that. Like you finna come perform, or we sending you home. Yeah. It ain't no we finna give you a pep talk in my office like the old coaches who love you and man, I'm just trying to help you. And none of that. Yeah. You ain't making shots. You ain't in shape. You ain't coming ready to play both ends of the floor. Sir, we got your knocking on your door. We got your ticket back to Little Rock.
Yeah. Damn.
Here's your last check. We'll holler at you.
Damn.
Straight like that. No explanation. So it's just like, when you relying on that, bro, that's why I give everybody who play professionally, they flowers, because, bro, it's not easy. You ain't got nobody, you don't have nobody giving you confidence. Like, you just got pure, when you overseas, you really lonely. Like, only thing you can do is FaceTime your family, bro. It's a language barrier, it's a currency barrier. Like, you just over there, you really got to lock into the game. You don't got nothing else to do. I was just playing the game, playing basketball, playing the game. Now, it was fun, though, because, you ain't having to worry about, paying for anything, but at the same time, it was really to lock in, bro. Yeah. You gotta lock in overseas, man.
Yeah. So, So how long you been a father, bro?
So my son, Serge Jr., just turned 4. So about 4 years.
About 4 years. How well you like fatherhood?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, cuz it's tough. And I ain't having no more kids, but I love it, bro, because it teach me how to be like affectionate, bro. Like I was really, after my mom passed, just a super hardball, you know, hard to show emotion, real tough. My son showed me how to like, you know, show affection, bro. Like it's unconditional love. It don't matter how bad of a day I'm having, you know, my son gonna make sure, you know, every time I see him or, you know, anytime I'm having a bad day, jumping on my back, jumping on my neck, all of these things that just make me happy, bro. So I love fatherhood, bro. I wouldn't trade it for nothing. You know, I do everything for my son, bro. I mean, I take care of my baby, bro. That's my guy, Sergio Jr. I promise you, I take care of my dog.
He
That's
looks
my
like
dog.
you too, man.
Man, that's my dude, bro. Like, love dude so much. Fatherhood has definitely been tough. It's a learning experience. Every single day, you know, it's something different. But, bro, I wouldn't trade it for nothing. Like, I'm gonna take care of my baby for sure.
I feel you, bro. Man, my little girl be keeping me up at night.
Man, it's tough, bro. Serge be doing the same thing. Like, he want to stay up and eat all of these things, bro. But at the same time, sometimes, bro, I just try to be as patient as possible. Like, I don't whoop my child at all.
You gotta be patient.
You gotta be patient, bro. I don't whoop my child at all. None of that, bro, because I feel like, you know, it don't really work. But, you know,
I don't know, bro, because, I mean.
Kids, I don't know.
Hey, I ain't gonna say that. I'm not, because, like, just be clear, you know, I don't want my little girl either.
Nah, for sure.
But I know we grew up getting
Whoopings, boy.
getting our ass beat.
Whooping, bro.
But you can't
It
say
taught us.
you can't say it didn't work.
It worked, fam.
Cause look how we panned out.
It worked, fam.
You feel
it
me?
Worked.
Look how we panned out.
It worked, bro.
And then on top of that, we grew up in 2-parent households.
Real
too.
talk.
So it's a lot of variables of why we didn't end up the way we ended up.
And I feel like also with that, and to make it clear for everybody who watching, it wasn't like we were just, you feel me, getting beans. If we get our ass whooped, they showing us love. We getting a hot meal. They telling us why we got our ass whooped and go outside and play. It was always love behind it in a message. It wasn't just no, you know, you just getting beat and neglected. You know, it was always a message to, this is why you doing this. I'm trying to save your life, because if you doing the real world, you might not get a second chance. You could die. Man. Somebody could do this to you. Like it was always a lesson or a message behind, you know, if we had to get our ass whooped for real. And I ain't gonna lie, I say I miss the ass whoopings, bro, because this real world, bro, they don't care, man. They don't care if your bills paid. They don't care if you got $1 in your pocket, bro. It's hard as hell out here, bro. So I used to be rushing to grow up and all that shit, boy. I'm telling you, it may sound cliche, but
you sound like me. I say the same thing.
Man,
like time to go back, boy.
Man, bro.
I just want to be grown so bad, bro.
Man, mother want to be grown so bad, man, and it's just it's tough now. But like I said, I love my support system, bro, because my family's always had my back, bro, regardless of what I try to do, bro. Regardless of how much we talk, regardless of how much we don't talk, regardless of how much we don't see each other. Every time I come around y'all in my family, bro, I always feel love. Like I don't feel nothing but love, bro. And I always know that my family gonna show me love if anybody don't. That's a fact.
Shout out to the family, man. Shout out to your pops too.
Yes, sir.
Man. Before we wrap this up, man, like I gotta ask you, man, what's 3 things you gotta live by that you can't live by? 3
things that I live by is being honest, because being honest to save your life. It'll also help you, you know, with people, like keeping the green face card, bro. Just living in your peace and just being real. You know what I mean? I try to stay as honest as possible to people. So when I need to, you know, I may need help. I may need, you know, clients, anything, you know, that I may need. I try to keep, you know, being honest to people and helping people so that I can get that, you know, that energy in return. The second thing that I live by is God. Like, bro, like I can't do nothing without God. Like I seen how real God was last year and this year, and I know it may sound cliche, like, but bro, I really seen how real God was, bro. Like after my brother passed away, my big brother passed away last year, Chris. Like, bro, I really was able to see how real God was. Like it used to be times where, man, I ain't have nothing, bro. Like, and God would just come through for me, bro. Like, you know, people showing acts of kindness to me when I was so emotional, you know, through certain times of my life, bro. And it don't matter how much money I get or how big whatever happens, I make sure that I always show those acts of kindness back. And I don't never record it. You know what I mean? I give people things. I bless other people without them knowing. Like, because if you spread that good energy, it's gonna always come back.
Genuine good energy.
Genuine good energy, man.
Yeah.
And the third thing is just family, bro. Like, wanting to be, you know, leave my family generational wealth, wanting to be, you know, just I don't know, man, just one of the best in everything, bro. And it's just really, I don't know, man. It's just family, God, and being honest to people, bro.
Yeah.
That's my top three. I can't put it no better than that.
Anybody you want to shout out?
I want to shout out my guy Jeremy Wooden. He out there in Atlanta right now, originally from Memphis. I want to shout out my pops, Sergio Berkeley.
Yeah.
I want to shout out all my family members. I want to shout out my business partner, my new business partner. We've been business partners for a year, and she didn't help, you know, me in business. She makes everything super easy for me. She takes on my clients. She does everything for me. She's a business funding specialist as well, and a credit guru. Her name is Alexis James. I want to shout her out as well, because she's been a big blessing to me since I started, you know, doing business with her since, you know, 2024. And we just gonna keep rocking. We just gonna keep going.
Anything we gotta look out for Sergio Berkeley in the future?
Really just continue to go up in credit, helping more people with their credit, helping more people get business funding, helping more people, you know, get personal funding, just helping them, you know, be financially free so they don't have to be worrying about, you know, a 9 to 5. Not saying 9 to 5s are bad. I'm not saying that at all. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do when you're grown. But understanding that, you know, I got enough credit and money and, you know, being able to be financially free. So a job can tell you tomorrow, hey, you fired, and all your, you know, you got bills. They don't care about your kids or any of those things. But I know if I'm able to spread the, you know, the knowledge of credit, it can actually teach people that, hey, I got money put up for, you know, a rainy day. I got credit. I got things. I'm financially free, so I'm not really, you know, worried about a job. How can I invest into myself to get to the next level and meet new people and travel the world, and it, you know, essentially be for free.
Yeah. Well, hey man, hey cuz, I appreciate you coming through.
Yes, sir.
Stopping by, man. I know
Yes,
you're
sir.
a busy man.
Yes, sir.
Your father and everything.
Yes,
man.
sir.
But hey, I appreciate you stopping by, telling us your story, man.
Yes, sir.
How you live. You the first athlete to be on the platform.
Yes,
man.
sir. Appreciate it, cuz, man. I appreciate you, man, for
Hey,
just
man.
having me.
Hey man. Yeah, I gotta show
Yes,
love,
sir.
bro. You
Yes,
know what I'm
sir.
saying?
Yes, sir.
So man, hey, how you living? Sergio Berkeley, man.
Yes, sir.
Professional basketball player, credit repair.
Yes, sir.
Detailing service and father. Y'all get at him on
Yes,
all
sir.
platforms, man. How
On
you
all platforms, man. Get
how
at
you
me.
really
Mr. $0 down on Instagram. Mr. $0 down on TikTok. Sergio Berkeley on Facebook. Just message me. We could chop it up about credit, you know, mobile detailing. We could chop it up about basketball if you need help trying to get overseas. Anything, you know, just hit me up. You know, man, I have a lot of people hitting me up, but I promise you I'll get back to you. If you need any of my services, you'll see everything on my pages. I can help you with anything. Like I said, jack of all trades. You need your car clean, you need your credit fixed, you need personal funding, business funding, a car, credit cards, anything. I'm gonna walk you through that process and get you taken care of. So just reach out to me.
Hey man, like I said, I appreciate you coming through.
Yes, sir.
Hey man, how you living podcast?
Yes, sir.